are at the very special Chalice Wells. If you come to Glastonbury, as I have before, you must visit this place. So John, why is Glastonbury's Chalice Wells so special?
It's special for me personally. It's special because I was lucky enough to live here in this special place. The well is revered across the world as being a sacred well, a source of healing, regeneration, transformation, and it's associated with blood. Some believe it's synonymous with the blood of Christ, symbolically. And for many pilgrims coming from all over the world to take the waters. It's associated with miracle cures in some cases, and I think it's one of many one of Glastonbury's most powerful symbolic places, and I certainly think it carries a power, a special power, and that's what I've experienced personally. I'm coming here, you know, and it's a sanctuary. It's a place of deep reflection, deep healing.
So what do you love about Glastonbury? Like, why do you feel that it calls you? What is it that keeps you here? Because you're not only an astrologer, well known around the world, especially thanks to YouTube and the video work that you do, but also you are known as an ambassador of Glastonbury. So what is it that you love about this place?
I'm a lover of myth, and
I think you would have to be an astrologer, right?
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Well, here we are living in a mythic landscape. This is a mythical landscape. It's one of the... it carries so much history, so much legend. I believe there are places in the world that are like Temenoi, and this is a temenos, a sacred space. It's a temple space, and I think Glastonbury, as at the island of Glastonbury, the island of Avalon, the Isle of Avalon, carries that. So does the Glastonbury Zodiac, which is a wider area, covering a wider area of land. They're sacred places, and I always wanted to live in or near the sacred places, because somehow there's a way of journeying deeper within oneself when you live in a place like this, and I think there's a power. I think certain places carry a power. There's this idea of the genius loci, the specialness of particular places, that they have a power to transform, to remind us of our origin, to reconnect us to our own spirituality, to our own divinity. And I think Glastonbury has that power. Yeah. There's a phenomenon known as the Glastonbury experience, when somebody comes to Glastonbury as a pilgrim or to live here, and you know, their buttons get pushed. They get challenged in their, you know, and I've experienced this. Many people have experienced it. Puts you in the frame. It's like there's no getting away from it. Now you're being witnessed by the land itself somehow, by the spirits of the place. And
you were saying earlier that there's even a pamphlet, sort of to guide people through the process of the Glastonbury experience.
If you go down to the Pilgrim Reception Centre in town, you know, there's guidance there. They kind of, it's almost like a gentle warning that this isn't, you know, when you come here, you know, you might go through a process. Glastonbury seems to take you through a process, but isn't that great? You know, I think that's fantastic.
Well, I was thinking as we were talking, isn't that what life's about?
Yeah.
Life is about reflection. It's about Socrates' famous saying, "The unexamined life is not worth living."
Right.
And for a lot of people, they feel like they come here and they get to see another part of themselves very honestly. And some people deal with that better than others.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think this place puts you in a deep, whether you like it or not, actually puts you in a deep contemplation, reflection on your process, where you are in your relationships, in your life path. Somehow it just carries a resonance where it seeks out your authenticity, seeks out your truth.
Yeah, and that's going to be...
And that's why I love it.
Relative.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's going to be relative, and it's part of a life well lived is when you can touch your own truth. And so for you, the way that that has manifested, in part, has been through astrology and your own unique brand of astrology.
Right.
Connecting your classes here to the land that you love. Yeah.
I've never felt so deeply connected to any land before. I've only lived here for a couple of years, 2.5 years, but in that time I've forged such a deep connection with the land itself. I mean, I was visiting Glastonbury for years before, so I already had that, but to actually to engage much deeper with it now, I know this place better than the place where I grew up. Much better, actually, on different levels.